Stream is live. Everything looks good. Yes. Audio's coming through. So, last week I was chatting with some folks briefly in the Historic Brawl competitive Discord, which I'm not really a big member of. I like to read the stuff they post there, but by no means, if you watch my stream, you know that I am not a competitive Historic Brawl player. With that said, I was kind of feeling out of steam, so I went and I asked them, what do you guys think is the worst Historic Brawl commander? And the answer came back pretty quickly. Liberator, Urza's Battlethopter. So anyway, I went and immediately made a deck with it, and today we're going to try to get wins with this. The worst, technically speaking, Historic Brawl commander in Brothers War. Now, why is Urza's Battlethopter the worst? I think there's a lot of arguments that you can make as to why specifically it's the worst, especially if you're coming at it from a comp standpoint. From a comp standpoint, this doesn't stand up to anything in Tier 1. It doesn't stand up to anything in Tier 2. You have basically you have literally no instants or sorceries. Now you have one. You have one sorcery, I think, right? And maybe a couple more. You have virtually no capacity to have spot removal. You have a large number of artifacts that are actually really good that you can't use because they are colored artifact creatures, and your win condition is trying to just punch your opponent in the face. So, with all of that said, let's see if we can get any wins whatsoever with this list. The list itself is pretty straightforward. Our main goal is just get a big board state and kill people. That's literally it. Should that fail to occur, however, we have a fair amount of ability to draw. We have the best that I can do in terms of ramp. So funny fact, Arcane Signet, you can't run Arcane Signet in this deck. Why can't you run Arcane Signet? Because if you play Arcane Signet, colorless is not a color of mana. Oh, and we don't have wastes. We have 27 islands because in a video I made this weekend that has now gotten more views than literally everything else on my channel. Wastes are in Arena, but they are very broken in the deck builder right now, and you can't save them into Historic Brawl decks. So that's another thing that if you want to help fix that, maybe head over to my channel, take a quick look at that video, and then go upvote that ticket. I guess technically this counts as shilling, but it's less shilling and more I don't want the game to be broken. So without any further ado, I guess we'll just jump into some games. There's really not too much to say about this deck. It's just a bunch of colorless good stuff. And our hope is that enough colorless good stuff is enough to just overwhelm what our opponent has. In testing, I have made some tweaks to this deck. There were some cards that just did nothing in it. There were some cards that have been okay. I don't think I have many wins, if any wins, really, with it. It is... You could probably make this deck better, but it's a pretty terrible deck. That said, the one card I really wish I could add to it that I haven't crafted yet, and I can explain why in a moment, is Portal to Phyrexia. I feel like that would be very good in this deck, because it takes advantage of both the high amount of ramp, and it's sort of just a valuable good card in general. Which leads to a question. Why haven't I crafted it if I think it's such a good card? And the answer is, I don't craft cards until the set that they are in rotates from the easily available draft formats and the reward boosters, because I don't want to craft cards when I only care about singletons that I might end up opening in a booster pack later. Is this a playable opening hand? Not really. I will probably mulligan this. We're playing into Urza, which is pretty bad. And how am I losing my voice? I got water. It's all good, but I wasn't even on that many calls today. Oh, so I was working until about 15 minutes before this stream, and then I immediately... Oh, I was working until 30 minutes before the stream, and then the last 15 minutes were waiting for some processes to run. Yep, I will be mulliganing and prepping. This is still terrible. Oh dear God. Let's give up... Oh, I tweaked something I shouldn't have. Nope, not you, not you. There we go. Let's give up Chromatic Ordinary, and let's give up Ugin. Oh, I only have to give it one card. Just Chromatic Ordinary, then. But yeah, so I was working until about 15 minutes ago, and then I was just running back and forth between my machine and my work. My work setup is in the other room. You can't see it. It used to be a dining room. And now it is a not dining room because my current work laptop goes there instead. Do I want to use this? No, I kind of want to play Urza's Battlethopter next turn. Oh, that was the other thing this deck does. We've got a bunch of stuff in it that makes it cheaper. Unfortunately, my opponent's the one with the Foundry Inspector out this game, not me. End turn. The downside is that doing that make artifacts cheap thing has anti-synergy with Urza's Battlethopter. Because since the amount of mana you spend to cast them is decreased, the amount of +1/+1 counters you put on him is also decreased because their mana cost just doesn't exist anymore. That's cursed. I should add that to this deck, maybe. Come on, land. That is not a land, but it can get me some later, so I'll take it. This card, I like this card. I'm sure that just like Alpha Oracle, it's going to be used at some point against me to do something degenerate, and then I want to hate it. But I like cards that conjure very powerful cards into your deck, into the game. Alpha Oracle, Urza's Construction Drone. I wonder what the next one will be. I think it's an interesting archetype. That'd be fun to make a video about. That's going to kick my ass. If I top deck a land, that would be useful. Do I just take 3 here? I don't think I do. I think I just go get the land. Because it's like, I'm going to try to get a land next turn, right? I'm going to have to attack in anyway. So let's play that. Interesting that it's not actually a... Let's do Slagstone Refinery. This doesn't have trample, right? Next turn we'll do the island. Unfortunately, even if we get Ugin out, we can't get rid of Metalwork Colossus. Oh, maybe I should have added Darksteel Citadel. That might be good because it's artifact, but I don't think there's like too much actual artifact affinity that I can work with. Yep. Okay, so they're just going to spend mana to make copies of Metalwork Colossus, right? And there is very little I can do about that. Except they'd only be, what, 1/1s? Let's play this island to start. Okay, I can cast stuff that costs 6, but I can't cast stuff that is a 6-drop. Can I cast anything for... Yeah, I can do this. I think Karn dies for this, but it's better than... It's better than losing everything. Now, the downside is that if they have any form of hard removal, I just eat shit immediately. And I can do Ugin next turn and get another 2/2. See if we can play our way out. What does that do? Okay, yeah, Mirrodin's Core. Is this new? No. Alright, Inventor's Fair. Yep, give me that life, please. I'm going to need it. Crack out an island. Crack out Ugin. Pop the +1. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do Phyrexian Processor this turn. That might be good. Or I could just get another Construct. Phyrexian Processor for 2. I've got only 2 left. It's probably better to just go get the Construct. Right? Ooh, Cloud Key. Cloud Key's going to be good. So let's get another artifact creature. Let's play Sword of Body and Mind. And then I'm actually going to hold my mana so that I can flash in Urza's Battlethopter. Okay. Not great, but not terrible. I feel like this deck that I'm playing against might have just, like, bricked a little bit. That or they're setting up for some bizarrely weird combo that I don't understand. That is also a possibility. I wonder if... I mean, there is option 3. But I don't love giving you up again immediately. I actually don't care. Battlethopter, I choose you. Get myself a Cloud Key. This is what I mean by anti-synergy. Is that... Alright, give me my life, please, game. Thank you. Is that I will play this, and then we will do an artifact. Create another... I don't know why he moved this to Metalwork Colossus. I'm not blowing up your Urza. I don't see any reason to blow up your Urza, because I get nothing out of it. I'm going to make a bad choice and do that. I want to play this. But this way I now have a source of 10/10s. Which I think is good. 10 is a nice number. Which one shall you give me, dear opponent? Solemne Simulacrum. The solemnest of Simulacrums. They did not want to give me Weatherlight completed, which is fair. But I'm going to go get some more land. Anything else I can do here? Does this have reach? It does not, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a free wolf. Give me them wolves, please. Hello, sir. I would like a wolf. Also, I'd like you to mill 20 cards, which hopefully doesn't benefit you. Oh, 10 cards. Okay, they've got to just be bricking really badly, because this is a... Wow, they've got the nice version of Torrential Gearhulk. Crack that. Get another tapped Power Stone. Why does that have... Oh, they granted it flash from that. Alright. Get myself another free card. So I know they've got Wash Away. Do they have 2 blue? 1 blue? They just spent their blue. So I could actually pop Inventor's Fair instead of... Now I don't know what they have, though. They'll still only have 1 blue to cast with. What would I go get? Planar Portal, probably? Or Forsaken. What'd they throw away? Mishra's Foundry, Vildekin. That's interesting. Okay, but that means they're holding the blue, so they know it's coming. Which means I'm just going to have to make 10/10s and try to beat them in the face. Well. Face beaten, here we coming. Let's do this. We'll go get ourselves... Praying Line is good. It's one of my few colorless board wipes. And I have Weatherlight right now. Yeah, let's bait the counterspell. We'll see if they... Nope, they're going to let me have it. Cool. And let's just go for the throat. See what they do. Okay, cool. And I feel like they don't have enough to counter that. 1 second. Now I need to do quick maths. Okay, let's do this. Sack into the Inventor's Fair. We're going to go grab... We'll sack the Inventor's Fair. We're going to go get the Planar Bridge. We'll cast Planar Bridge for 3, the amount of mana that it always has cost, and always should. And with the 3-drop for Planar Bridge, next... protection from green and blue. Let's actually put that on this guy. But we got the Planar Bridge out. It didn't get counterspelled. So I think we are in a goodish position. Ah, crap. And he can make clones of Wormcoil Engine. I don't like that. Probably block with Solemn Simulacrum. Use that to try to get some more cards in hand. The thing I'm trying to pay attention to is how many... Like, they have 1 counterspell, right? But I can also just grab stuff out of my deck for 8 mana. And it's not like this deck has other cards in it. Oh, so you know what? Hey! That's a win. That's 1 win. I'll take it. I will take it. We can go for another one. How do I already have 13? Oh, that's 13 of 15's weekly wins. I was like, that's a high number. How do I have 13? Like, I don't remember playing any Magic today. Oh boy. No colors versus all colors. I'm sure this will end well. Perilous Vault is actually pretty decent, but there's no other early ramp in this opener. Cosmos Elixir is also fine. This is not... Keeping this is probably a mistake, but I'll do it anyway. Perilous Vault is hopefully going to be useful. Just as it is my only form of hard removal in... It's one of 2 forms of, like, hardish removal. I should do Buried Rune next. I can't wait till we actually get Wastes back. I hope that does happen soon. It would make this deck so much better. Do I think they're holding a counterspell? 2 blues in the first 3. Well, if they are, sucks to be me. Let's just go for it. Alloy Mirror. Here it comes. I need mana. Is it as good as Palladium Mirror? No, because I don't need colored mana. End turn. For reasons that will become clear momentarily. Pass to attackers. Cool. Steel Overseer. They cast colorless and artifact spells as though they had flash, but I can't activate their abilities at instant speed. Cosmos Elixir would be good for card advantage, but if it runs into a counterspell, I'm in trouble. But I can do it at instant speed. On the other hand, I can't do this at instant speed. Let's do Cosmos Elixir and hope they aren't sitting on a counterspell. I should have done this at the combat step. I missed 1 damage. I've been thinking it might be amusing to do a... Actually, that's perfect. I will leave that there. It might be kind of fun to do a thing where, like, whenever I realize I do misplays, I'll do push-ups or something on stream. Can't hurt. Maybe I won't do that on days where I stream and go running, though, because that actually can hurt. Literally the definition of hurt. Alright, yeah, we lost board state, but we can get some more stuff back. That is... alright. Unfortunate, but, like, that's life. Why do I keep playing these when it's not relevant if I play them? Alright, so we got our draw engine up in Cosmos Elixir, though. So that's good. And they're about to play Ramos. That's less good. That's statistically much less good for me. I hate Kami War. I hate this card. Hey, they got rid of the, like, least meaningful card they could have on my side of the board. I'll take it. Well, let's get some more cards. Mishra's Replicator is kind of cool, but it needs more mana to be as useful as I would like. Let's do this. Whenever creature control leaves the battlefield, I want to make sure that they have to do that effect on the construct. Then each opponent discards a card. Yep. I will give up Tower Worker. I don't know why they haven't played Ramos yet. I don't know what they think my deck is going to do to him. Unless they're like, ah yes, I see the Perilous Vault, and I will play around the Perilous Vault in advance. Don't love that. I don't love Teferi. Not looking forward to that. They get 2 extra life. Do I think they have mana untapped for blue? Do I think they have a counterspell? Perilous Vault for 4. Would I have 9? 1, 2, 3. No, I wouldn't, but I should probably play it this turn anyway. Let's crack out the vault so that we have it. Let's go dig for some more cards, because cards are cool. They're both islands. Well, at least we avoided having to draw 2 turns worth of islands. Yep. Goodbye, Teferi. Please don't come back. Oh, they're going to give up the mana for it? Alright. Okay, so this does have Flying Trample 6/6. It gets X and it returns cards to your hand. I'm going to do the Tome this turn. Yeah, I can't do that, I know. Wandering Archaic may not be enough. They have a big body right there. I want to know what their hand consists of that they're not playing any cards. Like, is it all control? It must be, right? Ah, man. This is going to be a difficult position to try to get out of. On the bright side, they're probably going to go for Karn next, right? And if they're going to go for Karn, do I just go grab Key to the City out before he dies? I will put it on the top of my library. How do I want to make you uncomfortable? Well, if you get that emblem, I lose. So, key to the city. Pay 1, get another copy. I wanted 2 to do that with. Discard a card. Let's get rid of that. Island. Actually. Better plan. Can I actually cast this? Yes, I do. I still have 5. Let's do you. Get another card. Okay, Labyrinth is actually kind of good. We might be able to actually close this out here. We'll have to see how it works out. Ah! 1 second. I just need to, like, reset my brain and be back in entertaining person mode. I think the reason I dislike this card is because I usually run into it in 5-color decks. Well, of course I run into it in 5-color decks. I don't like it because it's really... Yeah, they opted to spend it. Okay, but you're still, like... You can't attack me. If you attack me, you will have no one to block with. You can get a card back, but you will still have no one to block with. And if you don't attack me, I get to keep Karn out. Actually, you could have attacked me and then untapped Okagachi with Teferi's ability, but hey, whatever. Yeah, give me another card. I like cards. Cards are cool. Hey, is that an out? Is that an out I spy? Auto pay. And that's game. I'll take it. Another win for the worst deck ever. Thank you, matchmaking algorithm, for reaching deep down into the barrel and, like, finding me and then finding somebody with the equivalent skill level. Let's see. We'll do some more games. Probably stream for like an hour or so. Other downside to this deck, good luck completing any daily quest you have ever with it. Oh boy, we're gonna get hosed. Cloud Key is good though. As is Zarafran Void. So I make artifacts cheaper. Is that... Yeah, no, you're not going to have many colored decks with this list. I'm going to keep this. I think it's a bad choice because we're playing into ramp, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Azor's Gateway, I will leave that there. Because then at least we have a 2-drop. A colorless quest? Yeah. Well, hopefully they would add it after they fix wastes, right? Colorless is a weird, it's weird space. But it would be nice if there was a colorless quest. Oh, man. Maybe this is just big dinos. Maybe this is not actually Hyper Dino Ramp. Do I do Cloud Key or do I do Banished Heart here? Let's do Banished Heart. I like Banished Heart. Colorless is weird, right? Because it's like, I don't know. Colorless Quest wouldn't be that bad. Well, maybe it wouldn't be bad for me because I mostly play Historic Brawl. Maybe if you're the sort of person that your primary format is standard, that'd be kind of painful. Because if you don't have an artifact deck, it's not very fun. But I guess on the flip side, if you're the sort of person that doesn't have... Oh, please don't do a fight spell. Please don't do a fight spell. I knew it was going to be a fight spell. That's why I was so hesitant. I was like, should I just do Cloud Key instead? That's true. I almost never use the Rotate Quest feature just because I have so many decks. Alright, I'm just going to do Artifact. So now everything's a little bit cheaper. And I can do Automated Artificer and put the Basilisk Collar on it next turn. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. How much mana are they at? 6? And that's 7. That's effectively 8. And this is a 8-drop. That's not good. I think I'm about to get run over by dinosaurs. Please, come on, sacrifice the Mind Stone. You know you want to sacrifice the... Damn it. That's not sacrificing the Mind Stone. I just want them to sacrifice the Mind Stone. Is that too much to ask? Let's do you. Let's do you. The Basilisk Collar has a cost of 2. I'm an idiot. Oopsie daisies. Also, they can just play this now, unfortunately. Okay. New plan. Cross my fingers and hope that I draw a land. And then hope that the top of their deck is nothing but lands. Well, I'm blocking that. Because if I get one land, I can fuse everything in my hand into something decent. Do you do anything to help me? Yes, you do. Do you do anything to help me? Not really. Eventually, but not right now. I'm giving up... I'm giving up the Planar Bridge. Though, even if I transform this, like... Oh, is that not enough mana? Activate an ability. Yep. Or cast an artifact spell. Exile Mech Titan and 4 other artifact creatures and or vehicles you control. Have to be artifact creatures? Well, that blows. Alright. Well, that's a 7/7. That is just barely not enough. Looks like they did whiff, though, on the top. Maybe they won't play the giant indestructible flying dinosaur. No, that's worse. I take it back. Can you go back to the flying giant indestructible dinosaur? Crud. I think that's lethal. Yep, that is definitely lethal. Alright. The matchmaker has decided to pair me against real decks. Yeah, not having any removal. And only having, like, 2 board wipes. Kind of tough. I don't know. It's kind of a fun deck. It would be so much better if it had wastes, though. Maybe not so much better. It would be significantly improved if it had access to wastes instead of access to islands. But hey, maybe that gets fixed. We got a lot of... That video, like... I spent a lot of time thinking about that video. About, Historic Brawl stuff. I'm a little... there's two viewpoints to it, right? As somebody who just likes to play this game, like playing Magic, I am blown away with how well that video did. It's fantastic. We went from 36 upvotes on that ticket to 109 in under 24 hours. It's now on the first page with all the other high priority issues. That's fantastic, right? There's not too much more as a community that you can do to try to get something fixed than to get, like, the bug ticket onto the front page of all the big ticket issues. So that is the part of me that just plays this game and enjoys it. The part of me that aspires to be some level of content creator for this game is, like, a little bit dead inside. Because I threw together a video in 2 hours on Sunday that's 1 minute and 37 seconds long and has more views than, like, everything else on my channel. And has a third as many views as everything on my channel combined. That is what I would say is mildly demoralizing. Let's take a big risk. If they have any form of artifact removal, I just spent 10 life for absolutely nothing. Are you walking with me? I hate video games. They're the worst. I can't even tap Mind Stone anymore, can I? I am... Clearly it's time to ban Karn for shutting down too many deck archetypes. If that doesn't make any sense to you as a joke, don't worry about it. Give it a couple weeks for me to finish my other current project. And we're already playing into Scroot Swarm, which is really bad, so we're probably going to get swamped by that fairly quickly. I can't equip anything. This is just going to be a massacre. I can't do anything as long as this Karn is out. I can't even use any removal spells I would have. I can't sack to draw. I just... Yeah. You know, dude, you could put that on Replicating Ring and do something to actually kill me, but this is going to be... You know, oh man, there's very few times that I want to actively revise certain positions that I have. One position I have for this stream is that we never surrender games on stream, no matter what. There is virtually nothing I can do about this card. There might be one card that lets me get rid of it, but like ugh. That's a bug. Oh, no, it's not. There we go. I was wondering why that wasn't happening. That's an unpleasant sound on the ears. I wonder if they're running the new land animation spell. No, you know what? I gotta keep hitting that, but... Oh, that's wild, they can sack those. What was the other... There's the other new alchemy card that animates lands in a really cool way. That would probably be neat in this deck. What's the cap for tokens? Is it like 200 and 200-ish or something? I know it exists. I don't remember what it is. 256? They're pretty close. They're going to hit that. 95, 96. That's 180. Yeah, they're going to hit it. I'm not sure why. I have no cards in hand. You know what? If they wanna do it, they can do it. That said, if they don't like win this turn, I am going to concede at the start of next turn because I don't particularly feel like just being strung about for another 20 minutes while this person proves that there we go. 150 plus 95 plus 1. Wait. 150 plus 50, 255. Oh, that's interesting. So it's 256 creatures with the same name. It's not 256 it's not 256 individual tokens. It's kind of neat. All right, that was unfortunate. Let's go again. I want to check one thing real quick. 40 minutes? We've got time for a few more games. And then, what am I going to do? I will start it at 7. It'll be 8. What will I do for the rest of the evening? Oh, man. I got so many other things I got to get done. Also, just as a heads up, since it will be the holiday season next week, I will probably not be streaming next week. There will still be write-ups. There may be a video that goes up, but I will probably not be actively streaming. Actually, will I be streaming this weekend? No, I can stream Friday. I'll be busy. Yeah, just Monday is off. When I went to... In order to go to PAX Unplugged, I had to adjust my schedule a little bit. And the end result of that is that I am working 9 to 10 hour days every day through the end of the year to make up some hours. Oh boy, it's Rocco Cabaretti ramp. And they're ramping faster than I am. I'll play this to chump with. I kind of tried to see if I could actually get the Mind Workers as a thing to work in this deck. It doesn't really work out. It's unfortunate, right? So the reason it doesn't quite... Like, I'll show you this afterwards, but there's like a couple different archetypes that most of these things have, and it's all in their creature type. And these guys are assembly workers, but the other good ones are constructs. And so you can't fetch the additional ones, and that's a little obnoxious. They'll probably do Cabaretti next turn. I'll do Replicating Ring so I can keep ramping. But anyway, I suspect that I'm about to be on the receiving end of a... What are they going to fetch for 3? This is a cool alt art. I liked Capenna. Capenna had a lot of good art. Fetch for 4? What do you fetch for 4? Solemn? Or you just keep ramping and they're going to try to fetch something big. So that's actually fun. This person, given that they have a secret lair card sleeve, and they're doing some sort of weird thing, they might have something interesting that I haven't seen before. Or they might not. They might have the meteorist of golems. What are the odds that they have 2 pieces of hard removal? I'm hoping it is 0. It was not 0. Seriously, matchmaker, I don't know what deck you think I am playing. It's unfair to put me up against people who play things before turn 6. I am a delicate, delicate sunflower. Well... Journeyer's Kite, Mech Titan's Core. Oh, good. On the bright side, did make them spend 2 pieces of hard removal, so I guess I got that going for me. Are they going to do Cabaretti this turn? Looks like they're tapping for something special. I hate this card. I hate Mirari's Wake. Well, that's slightly better than Karn, I guess. Alright, so it looks like the second half of the stream is just going to be me getting my butt kicked. Well, let's do this, so we don't miss our land drops. See, this is where Wastes would be good, because Wastes is a basic. But we don't have that luxury. Did I miss gaining a life last turn? I might have. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's lethal. -2? Maybe it's not. I think I'm a turn slow on fraying line, though. Oh, you know what they do? They just go get Craterhoof Behemoth. Or, like, maybe not... Probably not Cultivator Worm. What are the other options? Craterhoof Behemoth. Any big dinosaur. Yep, I'm aware. I am disappointed, but I am aware. Called it! I'm killing you. I'm taking you with me. So one card I was thinking about including in this list was the Stone Brain. Apparently it's kind of broken right now, but not in like a, oh, it's so powerful or it's so weak, but in a, it mechanically does not work in Arena under certain situations. Ooh, it's Jirelf. I haven't played against, I don't think I've actually played against this. I know what you do, right? Zombies, you have flying, sack, non-token creatures, create zombies. This is not a terrible opening hand. I'll keep it. Oh. Oh, that is a fun combo. Because the brain exiles itself, but then you just go grab it back. And then you can, since you see their deck, you just get to burn whatever you want. That's fun. That's clever. I like it. Let's toss out the Reliquary Tower. Interesting. But the casket only gives you protection, right? Doesn't give you your permanence protection. That's still fun. I'm really hoping this isn't a... Oh, I think I see what deck this is. I like it. This is clever. I like this. This person is clever. They're doing a clever thing. So I think this is defensive wall Geralf, where they're going to use Geralf to sack blue walls into big zombies. Yes, I'm definitely correct. Okay, clever. I like this. That's a good trick. What is it? 3 to sack you? If I do that, that's not enough mana. That's not enough mana yet. That's not enough mana yet. Let's do this, so I have a chump blocker. Now they'll tap Geralf and sacrifice the Aegis Turtle. Yes. Yep. Oh, but I can't chump. Crud. For some reason in my brain, I was like, I forgot that he gives them flying. And I was like, I'll just chump with Burnished Heart, then sack into lands. Okay. That's a problem. I'm glad that this stream has started with a couple of wins, because otherwise it would look like complete garbage. If someone's just watching this stream and skipping around, it's going to be like, victory, victory, loss, 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 crushing loss. I like this list, though. This is fun. It's going to kick my ass, but it's fun. Now, next turn they'll have 9/9 in stats. I was going to say it's a question of what card I play, but it's not a question of what card I play. I play the Immortal Sun. And then I hope that I draw into something better. What should I do after this? Maybe I'll just play Pinball. I've been playing a lot of Pinball. Pinball's fun. I don't see a reason to not play the Crypt. I will take 9, and then if I don't draw... Actually, if they're smart, they'll just attack with all 3, and then... Because right now, if I draw a board wipe, there is hope. It is... Let's see, what statistically are the odds of hope? Very low. 1 in 85-ish. Okay, time to fall back to hope option number 2, which is Mechagodzilla. And hoping and praying with all my heart that he somehow manages to draw into a... I can actually block one more, can't I? Next. I really hope this blue deck doesn't have spells that return my cards to hand, he said. End turn. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Not that shocked. Oh, that is a clever trick. Okay, I think with that No, I don't lose just yet. I get one more turn, but it's not going to be enough. I am impressed by this deck. It's not really my thing, but it is fun to see it do its thing. There we go. It's interesting, because they're not using it... They're not using, they're not using Geralf as zombie support. They're just using him to create stuff. But again, the reason it's probably matched against me is that I think that deck, if you remove Geralf at all of a sudden it probably bricks very hard. White or green spells. Well, what if I cast neither? What if it's neither white nor green? What if we jump on up here? We'll do one last game. Usually I'm like, oh, we got to end on a win, but that's not happening with this deck. Oh, I'm keeping this. It's so oh, no. In what universe is this fair? Okay, so Brothers War is very clearly still in the calibration phase of this game because there is no alternate interpretation that you can use to convince me that this card, that Liberator Urza's Battlethopter, deserves to go against the first sliver. There is no alternate interpretation of reality where that is fair. No attacks, end turn. Come on! What's funny is that I actually kind of joked about that at one point. I was like, yeah, I can't wait to have wastes be fixed so that I can go back to playing my terrible... Oh, I did this wrong. Next to combat. Let's do this. I missed 1 point of damage. Ugh. First sliver? I was joking that I would get matched into Kinnan with this list. It's just like, please no. Please don't. Please don't. That's, dirty. Telepathy changes minds, necromancy changes lives, but geomancy changes the world. That is the same vibe as those, like, mildly cynical... So I will miss 3 damage in exchange for 2 more damage. I'm gonna feel very annoyed if I missed, if that was not worth it. Why does this card of all cards have a... Okay, yep. Please not something good. Please not something good. Please not something good. I'll take it. That's kind of terrible. Or at least it's not as good as everything else. Okay, let's do this right. If I had done this differently, I would have had enough mana this turn to do more stuff. That makes me sad. Okay, so the good news is... Is this actually going to be a good ending to the stream? Are we going to have... If nothing else, are we going to assemble the trio? Yes, we are. You saw it here first, guys. Liberator Urza's Battlethopter confirmed for top tier. Can beat first sliver. There's my clickbait title. I beat the first sliver with the worst commander in this set. That's the clip's title. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to wrap up this stream with something that is technically a victory. That was actually... That felt like that person was throwing for me. So, random person who I just played against, if you threw for content, thank you. I appreciate it. You've made my day. For anybody else, for anybody who's still watching, if you like my stuff and you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I can't imagine someone's watching 55 minutes of my stuff and then going, yeah, you know what? Oh, I don't really feel like subscribing. But yeah, if you like my stuff, please subscribe. If you hate my stuff, or you got feedback, you got things you'd like, or there's specific cards you'd like to see me do next, please leave a comment. Something like the video because the algorithm hungers and its lust can never be sated. I will be streaming some pinball very early tomorrow morning, and then I will be streaming some more Magic on Friday, but those are my two main plans for it. If you like the deck list for some reason, you want to play it, though I'm now seeing a bunch of places to improve it, it is in the comments of the video. And if you want to go see the people who make actual competitive Historic Brawl decks, they are over on the Historic Brawl Discord, which I have also linked in the video. But that's all I got. So until next time, take care, and I'll talk to you then.